Have you found this to be true also? I found this just from doing the radio show and, interviewing a bunch of, high level performers and composers like yourself, is that I found probably more often than not is that usually people that are super talented in something like playing an instrument well, they're usually pretty talented in several other completely non-related things. Like, David Russell is a really good golfer. And also like Odair Assad and Manuel Barhueco are supposedly really good at pool or something. Pool hustlers. Have you found that to be, and I'm suspecting, although I haven't seen you dance, but I'm suspecting that you're probably good at that too, besides guitar, which is totally, unrelated to your fingers and hands. Have you found that to be the case yourself?
Certainly not in dance because I don't excel in that. I take great pleasure in it, but I suppose that had I been young and had those opportunities early on, I did take modern dance when I was about, I guess, 5 years old. But I think that in my case, it's probably more about writing and languages. That's something that I have had a chance to cultivate.
Oh, yeah. What languages do you speak besides English?
And again, I won't claim that it's on the level of English, but I learned French when I was 9 years old and our family moved to Italy. I know that doesn't make sense, but I went to a French school there and I studied it later in college, would write term papers in French. Same thing with German. I learned it in high school because I was going to be doing my first tour of Germany when I was 17 years old. So I figured I'd better be able to speak the language. So again, that is something I followed through later when I was a student at Yale University as an undergraduate and took more classes in German and wrote papers in it. Couldn't do that now, but it was something I did. And it certainly made a big difference because I would return to Germany and later France often every summer. And it was a beautiful way to communicate with people and learn more about their culture. Once I got to college, I said, this is ridiculous. How can I play the guitar and not speak Spanish? So I took an intensive 5 days a week course in Spanish at Yale University and was able to then become somewhat fluent, being able to speak and read. And that too made a difference. So all of this is something that is a hobby for me, but one that feeds my musical instincts.